Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys?
I'll keep an eye on that one for us. The Seminoles offense will get the ball first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup of the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to take off. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Running inside. It's Coleman. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hand it to the back. Got him right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pushes ahead. There he goes. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Play action on first down. Rolls right. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cardinals offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single...
And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first. That's caught by Williams.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds a crease, it's Tompkins. Defense all over him.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Still looking. He'll try to do it himself, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, down immediately, picks up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll run it, fighting off the defender. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. They think there's room to run to the right here. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The run inside. It's Tompkins. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Inside. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. first down here to open the period. Right back to the well.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Second down, gonna throw it. He'll heave it deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! The extra point here would tie the game.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative playing safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Press center down's going to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Left side is Cantrell. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Right side, it's Terry. What a cut. Now he's loose. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Straight ahead, it's Tompkins. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
So an example of a tight end doing a little... Did work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Cardinals will line up to punt it away.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Can they catch him? Touchdown, Florida State! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Fires to the big fella. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I know he's got got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They were all over it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Noles will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it, looking for the edge. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive points.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Fires to the big fella. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. Trying to squeak through the pile. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top.
Man, this...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Danzy. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Fires complete on the crosser. Runs through a man. He might have some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on second down? On the ground, it's Tompkins. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center down's going to the air. He's got it down the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. He wants it all. Touchdown, Louisville! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the right. Got the first down. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Keeps it moving. It's Tompkins.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Rush right in his face. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Makes the grab on 3rd. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Out wide left, it's Williams. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And here's the return. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Seminoles sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And
he found a space on the right. The 40. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tompkins. All over him immediately.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. He'll pull it down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Keeps it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him again. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his target. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the option. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll move the wide receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Cardinals.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Working the ground game. Got the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Left side, it's Terry. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quick give. It's Coleman. Brought down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Drops back on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Second and long here. The snap sets up to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got some green grass. Turning it on.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
be 1st and 10 from the 30. Fresh set of downs going up top. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And he gets rid of it.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
2nd down to the air. He's got him this time. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Hauls it in. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
But when you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Off play action on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. There he goes. The 40. Got enough for the 1st down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Lawrence. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cardinals! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside. It's Coleman. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Plows his way ahead. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Long way to go on second down. The fake wants to throw. Unleashes one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Cardinals come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success with complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Quarterback changing the play. Cuts it upfield. It's Coleman. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The RPO fire complete to the left. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Trying to establish the run. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. And the Seminoles come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Seminoles!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what...
Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They're all over it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's on the 40.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Right back to the well. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Louisville calls its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nowhere to go. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for running room. Got a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Quick give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is... When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to